Hmm. Okay. Well, that was a very quick series, quick and easy, small little two gamer. You know, don't you just love those series? Especially when you had a rain delay, one game gets postponed, so essentially your opponent is in town for simply one day, pretty much. Although they were in town technically 2 days, but essentially one day and then they're gone. Little hit and quit it, you know? But yeah, guys, what's up, everybody? You know what day it is. One series ends, another one begins. Means I got to recap what went down in the last series we just played, and I preview a little bit of what is to come for the gods, the Guardians. First season as the Guardians, and yeah, this is exactly what you would expect from a team that didn't do a damn thing in free agency. Although I will say, us relying on our youngsters is going exactly how you'd expect. Some guys are showing out, others are not really. Um, Looking at you, friend meal. The hell you doing, bro? Gotta lock in up here. You're doing better, but you can still get better though. He could still hit another level. But anyways, like I said, Padres were in town for what should have been 2 days, but it was a one day hit it and quit it kind of thing. Doubleheader. We love that. We love doubleheaders. And of course, they went back to the original 9 inning doubleheaders. Although they still had that dumbass rule for, runner on second, which we got to experience that yesterday. Yay. So, anyways, game one, we featured two, I guess, are they still best friends? I don't know if they still are, but I'm sure they are. Two good friends, Zach Playsack versus Mike Clevenger. And Zach Playsack, yeah, it went exactly as you'd expect for him. He struggled at times. He has not been good at all this year. 5 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 4 walks, 4 Ks, 1 home run given up. He's got the Jay-Z ERA, the 4.44 ERA. That's actually, I think, a song. Was that a song by Kendrick? Who sang that song? Was it Little Uzi? I don't even know who sang that song. I thought it was like Jay-Z or something. I don't know. But he's got that 4.44 ERA. Going up against Clevenger, making his first start of the year. First start in about 2 years, actually, because he had Tommy John. He had a little meeting with that Tommy John last year, so he did not pitch all of last year. But yeah, he went 4 2/3, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. About what you'd expect, when a pitcher's first start in about 2 years or so. Exactly what you would expect. He struggled a little bit. We really could have taken him out early. Like, we could have really plastered him, but as usual, we couldn't do that. But yeah, we actually we didn't look too bad. I mean, we were tied for a little bit there. You look at how it went. I mean, Hosmer single, Machado homered, and that homer was a direct result of a bad play by, I believe it was Naylor, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Cronenworth reached on a missed catch error by Naylor. Jimenez made a great play. Naylor couldn't catch it. Directly resulted in a 2-run blast by Machado. So, of course, they love hurting our pitchers like that. Always happens. And then, we actually scored a run. Should have scored more. But because we had a sloth on base, on second base, and Luke Maley, I swear that dude is a snail. It's probably faster than him. But he's a catcher. What do you expect? And yeah, we should have scored a run at least there. But we scored at least, regardless, thanks to Stephen Kwan. And we should have, scored more, but we didn't. We had so many chances to essentially take the lead here. And in the bottom of the fifth, we actually tied the game. Yeah. How about that? Josh Naylor, of all people, ties the game at 3. And it's like, when we tied the game, I was like, we got to rely on Zach dumbass Playsack to keep this game tied. Yeah, and exactly went exactly how you would expect. Again, Playsack would come back out. Tito does this dumb thing where he always, the starter is cooked. He's done. He's spent. So what does Tito do? He sends him out for another inning. And, of course, he gives up a leadoff double and then a single. And so, yeah, first and second, nobody out. You bring in De Los Santos with 2 runners on. And then Nola doubled and scored a run. And then, yeah, of course. Of course. And then after that, Cronenworth, sac fly, scored another run. And that's just how it goes. Although we did cut into that lead a little bit more with another run in the bottom of the 7th. As Rosario grounded out, scored a run, made it a 5-4 game. And if you're wondering how it went after that, well, bottom of the 8th, 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 9th, 1-2-3 inning. Classic stuff. So Wilson got his 3rd win of the year. He's 3-0, 3.27 ERA for the Padres reliever. And then Playsack took his third loss of the year, 4.44 ERA, and Taylor Rogers got the save. He has 10 saves. That dude already has 10 saves on the year. No ERA. He has not given up a run. That's insane. I think Class A only has, 4 saves this year? So we're looking down the barrel of possibly getting swept again. But you know what happens in that second game? This is what goes down. So pretty much it was Cal Quantrill facing off against his old team. This time it's Mackenzie Gore on the mound for the Padres. And we actually take the lead in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Or 3rd inning. Bottom of the 3rd inning. We actually no. It's 3 now. That's right. They scored 3 runs immediately. That's right. Yeah, they scored 3 runs right off the bat against Quantrill, who struggled early on. He walked 2 out of his first 3 batters. Thought we were going to get out of it. Gave up a double to Hosmer. And then Ha-Sung Kim got a single, scored another run. So 3 runs there. And then, give up another single. But because Alfaro's a sloth, we got him out at second. So it wound up being a single, but we got him out anyway. And then, of course, we go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 1st, as usual. We score a run in the bottom of the 3rd, made it 3-1. Thanks to Jose Ramirez. They were so scared of Jose, they didn't even bother pitching to him. They're like, we'd rather walk him than have him possibly hurt us, because we already had 3 on base. Obviously, bases loaded. They know how dangerous Jose is. He could have hit a grand slam and gave us the lead right with 1 swing. But they're like, we'll just walk him and deal with Owen Miller, who then immediately lined out and the inning was over. So that was a good choice by the Padres. And then, after that, it would be, 3-1 for a couple of innings. And then bottom of the 7th came up, and we actually cut into that lead a little bit more. Another run scores for the Guardians. Ernie Clement, RBI double. 3-2 Padres. And then, as usual, we give up 2 runs in the top of the 8th just because. As Profar RBI, a 2-run double. Of course. No, an RBI double. And then Abrams walked in a run. Because, of course, he did. course. Then Anthony Castro comes in there and gets that third out, like classic stuff. And then Tim Hill comes in. Timmy Hill, for those who don't know, who don't recognize the name Tim Hill, he was the one that broke up not one, but 2 consecutive Padre no-nos earlier in the year, like in the beginning of the season. Wasn't it Joe Musgrove and Yu Darvish who had a no-nos going? And this dude comes in there and immediately gives up the ghost both times. Well, he comes in facing off against the meat of our order. Ramirez, Miller, Reyes. Walks Ramirez. And then, of course, Miller grounds into a force because why not? Reyes singled. Kwan lines out. And then Jimenez and Hedges with back-to-back singles score 2 runs, which is nice. Made it 5-4. And then Josh Naylor RBI single on a check swing, I believe. Made it 5-5. Yeah. You love to see it. Josh Naylor. That dude last year looked so out of whack. This year, he looks legit. He is a threat, and I love it. You know, he comes back from this horrendous this freaking very bad ankle injury, and he's like out here swinging effectively. He looks good. Like, he's a legit threat at the plate. Like, I love that. He doesn't always hit dongs, which he will every once in a while, I'm sure. But, like, he gets base hits. He is a legit menace, and I love it. I can't wait to see if his brother, comes to the majors. His brother's a catcher in our system. We drafted his brother, though. That's pretty dope. So it's 5-5, and 9th inning goes exactly as you'd expect for us and them. For them, Clase comes in there, and we're like, oh, God, here comes the closer. We all know how this goes. Bringing in the closer in a non-save situation. You're asking for trouble. And believe it or not, it didn't backfire. Bang, bang, bang. 2 groundouts and a strikeout. This dude got Manny Machado to strike out. That's tough. And so we get out of that. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Ahmed, Jose, and Miller up. And, it doesn't go well. A ground out, a pop out, and then another ground out. On a grand total of 4 pitches. Wow, or 5 pitches, actually. Because, you had the strike, and then you had the out. Then you had Jose, 2, a ball, a foul, and an out. So that's 3, 4, 5, and then 8 pitches. So about 8 pitches. Yeah. Okay, makes sense. So then we go to the bottom of we go to the 10th. 10th inning comes up, and yeah, damn bugs flying in here. We got Profar to strike out. They brought in Sandlin, the sidewinder, the really funky looking side thrower. Got Profar striking out 3 straight pitches. Love it. You just love to see that. 3 straight pitches, no problem. They walked Eric Hosmer. They walked Sung Kim, Ha Sung Kim. And honestly, at that point, I was like, yep, this is going to backfire. And what do you know? It doesn't backfire. We forced into a double play. Yeah. We made them, they grounded into a double play. And we go to the bottom of the 10th. You have Owen Miller on second. And this dude, Fran Meal, full count. And they just decide, we're going to hit him. Dinelson Lamet comes in and hits Fran Reyes. So he goes on the base. So you have 2 on with nobody out. Stephen Kwan, my rookie of the month, by the way. comes up, wins it with a grounder to right field. And we take that game and we avoid the sweep and we split the series. So we have split 2 series on the year and we have swept or been swept the rest of them. That's crazy, isn't it? So who gets the win? Nick Sandlin takes the win. He's 2-1 with a 4.15 ERA. Dinelson Lamet takes the loss. He has a 5.40 ERA. He's 0-1. The starters, well, Gore, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 walks, 2 Ks. He had 1.71 ERA. Not bad for Gore. Although Tim Hill, he's kind of a bum right now, honestly. And then Cal Quantrill, 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned. 5 walks, though. Yeah. 7 Ks, though. That made up for it. 3.54 ERA. Not bad. Not bad. I think as we get deeper into the season and he gets, more into the groove, I think he'll be good. A lot of these pitchers are still trying to really get going. Might take them a little bit. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad for Cal. Not too bad. So, with that being said, who do we got next? Well, my friends, we face Toronto. 4-game series. Starting tonight. Yeah. Starting tonight. 6:10 p.m. We face an old foe, Jose Barrios. 2-0, 4.13 ERA, 20 Ks. We got Savali on the mound, who has not recorded a win, and he has not been very good at all. 0-2, 10.67 ERA, and 14 strikeouts. Yeah. What the heck happened to Aaron? Like, legit, what happened? He's turning into Josh Tomlin. Are Guardians pitchers like this iPhone? Like they're very good for like a couple years. And then right around when you start getting, these amazing pitchers start coming up through the system, they're like, did the pitchers that we already have start like breaking down? Like they start sucking? Because like you look at our farm system right now. I'm going to actually pull up our farm system here real quick. We have quite a few pitchers who are away from entering the majors as long as they stay healthy, really affect their timeline. But I'm pretty certain we're going to have at least another 2 or 3 pitchers really coming up here soon, especially if everything goes as planned. But let me look up our system here. All right, where you at? There we are. Excuse me. Let's go to the roster. Let's go to top 30 prospects here real quick. Okay, we are good. But yeah, we got to face Barrios. In terms of who's ever faced him, obviously we've had guys who faced him. Jose Ramirez faced him 39 times, and he has 1 home run, 5 RBIs against him in his career. Now, early on, it seemed like we couldn't figure him out. But as like later on in his Twins career, we were able to get after him a little bit more. But we need Savale to not suck tonight, especially because I'm streaming, which means he's probably going to absolutely suck, knowing my luck. Yeah. But in terms of the Guardians, I'll look at the Guardians farm system here in a second. I'll actually take a look and see how the farm teams are doing too. Okay, so moving on, we got today and tomorrow on the 6th. It will be Kevin Gausman versus Shane Bieber. Man, if there was no basketball games tomorrow, I was doing this game for sure, man. Gausman versus Biebs. Wow. Gausman, 2-1, 2.27 ERA, 41 Ks. Biebs, 1-1, 2.45 ERA, 29 strikeouts. And then you have the third game of the 4-gamer, and it will be Ross Stripling and Tristan McKenzie. Stripling has not recorded a win, but he's got 3.79 ERA and 15 Ks. Tristan McKenzie, 1-2 record, 2.70 ERA, 24 Ks. And then for the fourth game of the series, the getaway game, it'll be Alek Manoah, 4-0, 1.45 ERA, and 32 Ks. And he'll be facing TBD, who is undefeated. He's one of the best pitchers ever. He's up there with cash considerations. But I don't know. It'll probably wind up being... Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Wouldn't be Playsack. Would it? Most likely it would probably be Zach. Unless they call up another pitcher or something. Honestly, hard to say. Because remember, he just pitched yesterday in the doubleheader. I don't know if they're going to do it to him like that, but we'll see. We'll see what they choose. But in terms of like how the other pitchers have done against our guys and stuff, and how we've done against their guys, Barrios, Jose's owned, J-Ram's owned Barrios pretty much for the most part. Got a 205 average, 39 at-bats, which is actually pretty good. But Franmilla's batting 364 with 11 at-bats. Now, on the other hand, Savale against the Blue Jays, only Bichette has dinged him up for something with an RBI, but he's 0 for 2. So it was a sac fly or whatever, ground out or whatever. But they haven't really faced him. I guess with one game they faced him for the most part. Of course, they got a very dangerous lineup. George Springer. Wait, George Springer's never faced Savale? That's crazy. That's nuts. And we got to face an old friend, Bradley Zimmer, too. And now watch, this would be the game where Zimmer hits like 2 dongs and makes us look dumb. Yeah, that's typical. That'd be typical right there. Game 2 of the series, of course, like I mentioned, will be Gausman and Bieber. In terms of, has anybody touched Gausman? Ahmed Rosario, 4 at-bats, 1 homer, 4 RBIs with a 250 average. Jose, 11 at-bats, batting 273. And Luke Maile, 5 at-bats, 200 average. Against Biebs, only Zach Collins has an RBI, and that was when he was, I believe, with the White Sox. I thought I recognized that name. In fact, he's faced the Biebs the most. 9 at-bats, 222 average. Yeah. That'll be a fun matchup. And then on the 7th, on Saturday, it will be Stripling and McKenzie. Against Stripling, Hedges, 13 at-bats. That's the most, 231 average. So that's cool. And then against McKenzie, they have a couple guys who faced him, mainly one game again. And Bichette hit a home run off of him, 3 RBIs. And then 2 RBIs for Zach Collins and 2 at-bats, batting 500. So Bichette's essentially 2 for 3 against Tristan. And then, like I said, that final game will be TBD versus Manoah. And I don't think we've ever faced him. So, yeah, we've never faced him. Nobody on our team has ever faced him. And obviously, we don't know who's pitching for us. Most likely it'll be Eli Morgan, and Blue Jays fans remember what happened with him last time they faced him last year when he made his debut in the monsoon game, and he got absolutely wrecked. That completely ruined his ERA the entire season. Because he wasn't too bad after that. Yeah, it's probably going to be Eli. That's my guess. That's what I heard. But now, let's have a little bit of fun. So, you look at the top prospects, and how many of them are pitchers? Of the top 30, we got Daniel Espino, who's an absolute monster. He's he's the number 2 prospect. He's actually the only pitcher in the top 5. An outfielder in Georgia Valera is number 1. Arias, Rocchio, and Tyler Freeman are the remaining 3 in the top 5. Then you have Nolan Jones at 6. Gavin Williams is 7th. He's only in like high A though. Logan Allen, the other Logan Allen, because we actually DFA'd the one that we already had on the main roster. He's gone. He's a AA. And then Jose Tina is 9th. And then Angel Martinez is 10th. So what? 3 pitchers in our top 10. Just outside the top 10 is Tanner Burns. He's in AA. Then you got Cody Morris, who I think is actually technically on the 40-man, but he's hurt, of course. Then you have Peyton Battenfield. He's 20th. Got him from the deadline. Then you have another youngster, and Doug Nikhazy. He's in high A right now. Tobias Myers is in AAA. I don't even know where we got him from, but okay. And then you got Xavier Curry. Of course, the Guardians have a dude named Curry in their freaking system. Of course. He's in AA right now. Tommy Mace, high A, another rookie. Ethan Hankins, he's been in the system for a while. He's in AA right now. They're projecting him to come to the majors in 2024. When did we draft him? We drafted him in 2018. And he's just now going to start coming up to the system? Damn, Ethan, where have you been, bro? Took him forever to get through the system. Usually pitches racing through the system. This guy is taking the scenic route. I mean, it's because of injuries, but damn. Then after that, rounding out the top 30 is Nick Mikolajchak. He's in AAA. He's our number 29 prospect. So overall, not bad. Not bad at all. But no, that's a little bit more fun. Let's take a look and see where our minor league teams are in the rankings, in the standings. Just to see how good they are doing right now, because, I follow them on Twitter and stuff, but it's always fun to see how they're doing. So let's do full season standings. International League East. Okay. They're not in that one. How about the West? Oh, wow. Columbus. Look at the Clippers winning their division. They're 18-8 right now. A game ahead of Nashville, who is Milwaukee's minor league team. They're in the same division with St. Louis, or Memphis, Minnesota, St. Paul, Indianapolis, which is Pittsburgh, Iowa, with Duck Cubs, Gwinnett with Atlanta, Omaha, Kansas City, Toledo, Detroit, and then Louisville is in last. Go figure, Cincinnati. Go figure, Cincinnati's minor league affiliate is in last place in the freaking division. Of course. Of course they are. Of course they are. And then let's take a look now at AA. I think they're in the Eastern. The Ducks. The Ducks. Oh, they're in fourth. They're 11-12. Okay, so they're actually the defending Eastern League champion too. So they're not doing too bad. Yeah, they're not doing bad at all. Still early, especially once some of our good prospects start coming up from high A and stuff. Yeah, they'll be all right. Go to high A. I believe they're in the Midwest. Let me check. This is, I believe, would be Lake County. Yep, they're in fourth as well, 10-13. 8 games back. Okay, that's not bad. Then we go to Single A, which would be Carolina League. This would be Lynchburg. I almost forgot Lynchburg was even one of our minor league affiliates for a little while there. They're 12-10. So overall, Columbus is the best out of the bunch. So you'd love to see that out of them. But overall, minor league system aren't doing too bad. It's always good to keep an eye on the farm, Before I wrap this up, let's also just look at the standings in general. Let's see like how things are looking pretty much a month into the season. All right, that's cool. Nice. So, okay, May 5th. Yankees lead the AL East by 2.5 over the Blue Jays. Let's look at you would expect. Boston's 5 games under. Tampa Bay's 5 games over. Toronto's in the second. Yankees first. AL Central is as close as ever, really. Minnesota, Chicago, and Cleveland all within a couple games, 3.5 games of one another. Detroit, and then Kansas City's in last, tied with Detroit. AL West is the Angels leading the way at 16-10. About time they're doing good. Sheesh. Houston 14-11. Seattle 12-13. Texas and Oakland are tied at 10-14. Or no, Texas is 10-14. Oakland's 10-15. NL East is the Mets up by 4.5 over the Marlins, 18-9. Here we go with another impressive start for the Mets. Let's see if they can keep it up, though. I mean, we all know what they do. The NL Central. Brewers lead the division 17-8. Look at Pittsburgh. They're in third right now. Wow. Pittsburgh is not in last place. St. Louis is 14-10. Pittsburgh's in third. I'm pretty sure Pirates fans are happy about that. 10-14. Chicago is 9-15. Hey, Pirates fans. What happened? Ben Simmons underwent back surgery today, and we'll have an initial. Who cares about Ben Simmons? If there's any Pirates fans watching, like Steel Maiden or whatever the heck, Steel Sarman, as he calls himself now, you guys are probably feeling pretty about your team right now. You guys hate your owner like us. But hey, no matter how things may be for you guys, just think. At least you're not the Reds. I see on Twitter, Dashy, Reds fan, he's always trolling Chiefs fans with 21-3. Look at their record. 21-3. 21-3. They need 7 more losses, and Atlanta fans will really get pissed off because everyone's gonna troll them about that 28-3. 28-3. They have arguably the worst run differential in the MLB too, -82. 24 games in, and they haven't even scored 100 runs as a team yet. They scored 74 runs. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. By the way, if there's any Reds fans that don't want to watch their team anymore, there is a team about 3 hours north who's actually a good, respectable franchise. Granted, our owners are cheapskates, but you know what? We have this awesome pitching lab that generates freaking cyborg freaking subhuman freaking pitching machines that we turn out Cy Youngs every couple years. And we also have one of the best managers in baseball, too. I just wish our owners would open the checkbook a little bit. Because I'm telling you, with our pitching lab, and if the Reds, if our owners spent like the Reds do, we'd be pretty good because we have a pitching lab, which is just insane. We turn out ace pitchers every few years. I swear our pitchers are like iPhones. They last a couple of years, and then when we get a new pitcher about ready to emerge from the farm, the pitcher, or a random pitcher, I guess in this case would be Savale, starts kind of breaking down. He starts sucking, and then we just boot him out and we replace him with a new one. I swear, that's what it's like. It's funny. But the Reds, 3-21. Yeah. They are 1-17 against teams over 500, 2-14 on the road, 1-7 at home. But where you going to go? I know where you could go. Like I said, a few hours north. Same state, but a few hours north. You could root for the best team in Ohio. Yeah. Cleveland's always. It seems like Cleveland has been carrying the state of Ohio in terms of professional sports now for the past couple of years. Cincinnati always embarrasses us as a state. They always do. Reds suck. Bengals choked again. They're frauds. In my opinion, they're frauds. They're fraudulent. They had to get a little lucky because Derek Carr couldn't seal the deal. And then Ryan Tannehill sucked again. He can't get it done. And they run into Matt Stafford and the Rams. And, Rams won. They got Odell Beckham a Super Bowl. Yeah. So Cincinnati continues to embarrass the state of Ohio when it comes to professional sports. And let's not forget, Dashy literally blamed the Reds losing the series to us on their dumb owner making a statement about, where are you gonna go? No, it's not because you're owner. It's because your team sucks, and we're superior in every way. Our farm is superior. Our manager is superior. Our sports teams are superior. It is what it is. Not to mention, the Bengals couldn't beat Baker Mayfield, which, damn, that's tough. They couldn't beat him at all. All right, enough of that. Let's move on to the NL West, which is actually very, very close. Like we all expected, the Dodgers lead the division, followed by the Padres, and then the Rockies. The Rockies are third. Giants are fourth. Arizona's fifth. All right. That sounds about right. Yep, sounds about right. So overall, not a whole lot of shocking surprises. I think the biggest surprise is maybe the Angels leading the AL West. It's about time. We'll see how long that lasts. That's pretty much all I got for this one, guys. I will be live in about 4 hours or so for Guardians and Blue Jays. Hopefully Savale doesn't embarrass me. But, we'll see what happens. I kind of wish that, there was no games tomorrow because I would have loved to do the Biebs. But, I would have loved to stream the Bieber start. But, hey, we'll see what happens. By the way, when it comes to the Guardians, they have scored 111 runs. They've allowed 104. The 13-11 expected win-loss. So they should be better. 2 wins better. They should have flip-flopped. But, yeah. 4-4 at home. 7-9 on the road. But we're 1-11 against teams over 500. And I think that was our first win, too. Last night against the Padres. That was our first win against teams over 500. And that was our first win against a team that scored first against us. We were 0-8 when we did not score first. So now we're 1-8. Nice. Of course. Been very tough, but it's only going to get tougher. But hey, at least we know we can bully the bad teams. That's good. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. I'll see you all tonight for Guardians and Blue Jays. Hopefully it's a good game. And then we'll see about what happens after. But until then, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guards. And I'm out. Go Gods! Oh, God.